All right, let's go into the week. This is Monday Advantage number 24. Shrink changes. Shrinking changes. The biggest fall down point for most of us, most entrepreneurs, because we're so big picture oriented, is execution. The distance between strategy and results. The overall plan and the tactics. The actual maneuvers to carry it out. What we fail to do is we fail to take enough time to actually break down our strategies into doable tactics. And I've noticed that over the years I've been doing this, is that we can't do what we've got to do things better. It's like we're too busy being busy to do something that could make us a lot less busy. Right? And so I've coached superstars. If you're someone who's a superstar, there's a necessary lie that you might be telling yourself. You're not going to be any less busy later than you are now. So to assume that you're going to get through this patch of complexity and that later on there'll be a bundle of time that'll be available to you is folly. You're not going to be any less busy later than you are now. That's the brevity of life, is that you either live out of your priorities and you come into the moment knowing them, or you don't. You're making choices about where you direct your attention at every moment. So, don't run that lie on yourself that you don't have time to sit down and look at what the moving parts or supporting elements are of your goals. And if you believe that you have no time, then that's exactly what your belief will do. You'll come into the moment with the idea that you have no time. And even if you had any time, it's not even on your radar. You won't even see it. So why aren't you shrinking your goals down? Why aren't you shrinking your changes? See, I already know you know how to do that. All you have to do is sit down and think. It's not about reducing your goals, because we all know how to do that. We ask ourselves what has to happen first, and then we go with that step and say what has to happen first, and we begin to roll our outcomes or our goals back down to the initial steps. That's simple. I don't need to tell you that. You already know that. What's really not happening is your level of commitment to prioritize the time to get more time. And so the only effort that's needed is the effort to have no effort. And if you don't put the effort in, then you won't have the no effort. So you have to make time to make more time. How does that work? You do it because it matters. So, you want to shrink your goals down to doable steps during the day? Here's what I'm suggesting this week. Wake up 1 hour earlier. Use that 1 hour morning ritual to sit down, go through all of your goals and objectives, your project lists, and ask yourself, what has to happen first? And then ask that step, is there anything that precedes that? Is there anything that has to happen first? Your mind will tell you exactly how to get there. It already has the answers. All it needs is your commitment and your decision to make the time to have more time. So, Monday Advantage number 24. It's about shrinking changes, but it's not about how to shrink the change. It's about making the time to make the changes shrinkable so that you can have more time. Have a great week.